Hey guys, Bert here, and today we got another cool build. So, a big gun for me in Halo, especially Halo Reach, because that's when the gun was really introduced, was the DMR, also known as the Designated Marksman Rifle. Now, it's a really cool gun. It's a mix between the battle rifle and the sniper rifle. It's a really powerful gun, especially if you use it correctly and you can actually aim. And it's got a decent ammo reserve, depending on some variations that have between 12 and 17 rounds from what I've seen. Um, and it's a really good gun. And in Halo 5, you can get recs with it that have certain, and by recs I mean requisitions, if you didn't already know that. You can get requisitions for it, which there's like 30 different variations of it that do everything from, extra damage to they're able to completely bypass shields to explosive bullets. Now, the one that I've used, which I think it's called the Killer Bee or something of similar to that, or like the Wasp, or like the, I don't know, it's got a fancy name, I don't remember. It shoots explosive bullets, and it's kind of like the brute shot from like Halo 2. It's kind of interesting. It works really really well for just destroying shields and wrecking everybody. Especially if you have two people right next to each other, it'll just take them both out really really quickly. Now, there isn't a good model for the Halo 5 or the Halo DMR on the internet to download, so I kind of had to make one. So this is what I came up with. And now, mind you, the custom paint job is proprietary, copyright enforced, Bert product, Pixel Armory. So don't know. I'm just fucking with you. The paint job was just something I came up with because whenever I painted it, the original colors of the DMR, it's like black and gunmetal, which they're really dark, so you couldn't really get the good like full spectrum detail. So I decided to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. So here's the DMR. Now, you'll notice that this is actually a real-world tactical attachment from some of my government stuff that I have sitting in the other room. Now, a Picatinny Rail, which is what most guns use for tactical attachments for, scopes, handles, laser sights, whatever you would need, have a thing called a Picatinny Rail, which is this little, let me flip it over, which is this thing right here. Now, standard Picatinny rails are a variation of widths and lengths, but most of the time they're around 20 millimeters. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less. It all depends on who makes them. And you can attach attachments to it. Obviously, attach attachments, duh. Anyway, that make it really user-friendly. And there's millions of attachments, literally. I've seen some crazy crap in my times as far as custom attachments and readily used ones that work really well. I decided to just attach a light to the end of this because I thought it would be really clever. Now, I don't know exactly what this is on the side here. I know that this is actually the gas cylinder for the gun, for it to function as, to be semi-auto. I can already look at this and see that that is what this here is for, and I'm assuming that this is actually a light. I'll hollow it out and put an actual light in it at some point. But for now, I just decided to attach a UTG tactical attachment light and laser light to the side of it because I thought it would be kind of cool. And it is really bright. I mean, it is like, it's actually designed to, if you turn on the other color, which this has white, blue, and green. And the green, unfortunately for me, I didn't think ahead. So when I fired it on, the camera got too close to where the lens with this was when I had it like this, and it actually fried the receptor, whatever it is inside the webcam, and it totally fried the webcam, and I had to get a new webcam. Hence why I haven't uploaded anything for a couple of days. Sorry about that, by the way. So yeah, super bright green light fries webcams. Keep that in mind, Bert. But anyway, back to the gun. So the gun is just over 1,000 millimeters long, which is to scale. It is a big gun. It's not small by any means. I mean, you get down to it. This gun is, let's measure it, and I know what the measurement is, but I'm doing this kind of for your guys' sake. So 1,000 millimeters is just over 39 1/4 inches, which is pretty big, actually. I mean, the railgun itself is not much longer. And there's actually a variation of this that they talk about in Halo 5, which is an additional 6 inches longer. I mean, obviously, if you're a 7.2 Spartan, it would be much more user-friendly if you're a big macho badass. But for me, it's not bad. If I was a Marine in the UNSC using this, I would actually feel very confident with this gun. Now, I have a real version of this gun is actually based off of the M1A, and then there's a company called Bullpup Extreme, and they make a Bullpup chassis for it, where it pretty much brings everything back into the gun and it gets rid of the buttstock, which is pretty much what this is. I mean, it doesn't look as cool as this, if you ask me, but it functions exactly the same. And it works very, very well. It is extremely lethal, hyper lethal, and very fun to shoot. Kind of expensive to shoot, but nonetheless very fun. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys a look at the DMR here from front to back. Now, you can see it's got all of the wonderful detail you would want from the DMR. It's got all the good lines and everything you would want. I can't see my camera at this point, so yep. Go ahead and we'll turn it around to the other end and you can get a flyby. We're going to start calling this the flyby. I'm going to trademark that shit. Or not. But, I mean, look at it. It looks really, really nice. Now, the custom paint job, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just kind of was like, screw it. Let's do something. Because, yeah, when I painted it, it didn't have a whole lot of different colors, so I tried to make it look like something from Halo 5 for the Rex, but I didn't want to make it look exactly like that, because I want to add my little bit of a spin to it, and I kind of did all right. But, you know what's really cool is I'm going to take off this attachment here. God, it hurts to even look anywhere remotely close to this thing. It is like, it's really bright. Anyway. The model feels very solid. It only took me about 4 days to make this thing from beginning to end. And it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I had to think, okay, what's gun I really like that I don't have? The DMR. Shit, why not the DMR? And I made it. And I forgot to tell you what I named it. So I decided to name it, because a lot of the guns in Doom, or not Doom, oh god. In Halo 5, the Rex, they have special names. I decided to name this, and you're going to probably laugh if you've ever paid it. I call it Alimony Denied. Now, for those of you who know what alimony is, it's freaking horrible. And I've never paid it, thank God. And I don't ever intend on it. But it's horrible. So I figured Alimony Denied would be a really good gun to get shot with. Because, yeah, Alimony Denied. It just sounded appropriate to me. Don't ask me why. I just liked it. But, nonetheless, though, very cool. Badass gun. I love it. Now, for the 100 subscriber giveaway. One thing I have to tell you guys, and I'm going to get off, talking about the gun right now, is you guys need to be subscribed to the channel in order to win. And that's for a couple of reasons. A, because I don't want someone who's just looking on YouTube for a giveaway. They come in, they drop a comment, they know nothing about our channel and what we do, and they expect to get something. It doesn't work that way. Secondly, I can't reach out to you unless you're subscribed to the channel, because then I can send you a message saying, hey, congratulations, you won. So, and I'm not going to make it publicly known that you specifically won, but I will let them know, hey, let the community know, hey, this person won, this is the gun they got. That's kind of stuff. So, be sure to be subscribed to the channel before you comment and when you comment, because if you're not subscribed, I can't send you a message, obviously. And also, I want to do a, coming up in the next couple of weeks, I want to do a viewer comment. So I want to hear from the community. What do you guys want to see us make? What kind of cool gear and gadgets would you like to see us, show here on, maybe, do something special with? And what questions do you have for me? I'd like to do one where, it's a viewer's choice. So what do you guys want to know about me? I'm not big on talking about myself, mainly because I'm kind of a humble guy and I don't really care to talk about myself that much. But I'm more interested in what other people want to see and want to do. So, just if you guys have any questions, I'd like to add, a bit more personality to the guy who is Bert, aside from the guy you see right here. What do you want to know? Ask me. And don't ask me dumb shit. Please, I'm not going to answer it. Like, how was I born with all 10 toes? Like, that's a dumb question. Or ask me, what do you make a year? Like, don't ask me. Don't be a jackass. All right? Keep it simple. Anyway, that being said, I'm out of time, and I have got a very, very big test to study for tomorrow morning, so I'm going to leave you guys here. So until next time, I am Bert from Pixel Armory. Like, favorite, and subscribe. You gotta subscribe. Gotta subscribe. And I will see you guys later.